So there's a really profound and beautiful concept called mapping. If you're not familiar with it, it's, I think, fantastic. The idea is that, as we said, everything in its essence is a unified field. That's Einstein stuff, the transcendental level, if you want to use another term. You, in your essence, are the unified field. These flowers, in the essence, are the unified field. I, in my essence, I am the unified field. So, you are the unified field, I am the unified field. We would say that I map onto the unified field. You map onto the unified field. Therefore, I map on to you. There's some relationship there, direct correlations, you see. And you map onto everything in the universe. That's what this notion of like unity consciousness is all about, where it's not just a theory, you see. You start to perceive it directly, not as an emotional notion, which a lot of people mistake that for unity consciousness. Oh, I feel like I'm one with the world, and so no. I'm talking about a physiological reality where it's your direct perception that, you are that whatever tree, or you are that person, or whatever. Not an emotional state. A clear perception of consciousness, you see? Now, mapping is far more active in life than you may think. Your actions map. And they can map in ways that are really unfathomable. Who knows what the implications of a particular gesture are, a particular movement, a particular word? Who knows what influence that has as it maps onto other levels of existence and other people? In fact, as it's been said, like, for example, in the Bhagavad Gita, the course of action is unfathomable. The mappings are unfathomable. And so it starts to create the question, how in the world do you navigate your way through life effectively? How do you know what's right, what's wrong? Well, on some level, there's just common sense. But I'm talking about these more subtle mappings and how they impact your life and how they influence your life. And so, how do you do that? How do you navigate your way through life? What you do is you integrate your physiology to live in harmony with that field that underlies all existence. It's a source of infinite intelligence, infinite harmony, infinite wisdom, that unified field level, that Vedic level, so that you start to function and act spontaneously in accord with all the different laws of nature. And that way mapping becomes your friend, you see. Now mapping works in other ways too. Mapping, there's this whole, for example, this notion of astrology. People think that, the planets are out there and they're having an influence on me. And scientists have proven that that's not right. It's just not correct. But that's not really what the field of astrology is about. Everything maps onto everything else. You map onto what's going on the other side of the moon. You map onto all structures, all systems. It's all one. It's all coming out of the unified field. So that not just the structure of the planets the moment you were born, but even the dust under your bed, or even, the flower you're looking at. All knowledge is contained in all those things, because all those things are the unified field. So, having said that, there's no question astrology is valid. The question is there anybody out there that can really read that mapping? Because these mappings are subtle, they're elusive, they're profound, and they're not so easy to read.